pretty late.
Come on, you're a night owl. What are you complaining about?
Her shirt changed.
Just making chit-chat.
Well, instead of talking, how about you hold that flashlight still? I can't see what I'm doing with you waving it around.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm nearly done anyway. Fucking Yuriko. This wouldn't be so difficult if she didn't have different haircuts in every single photo on her profile. I'm just going to have to estimate the length of her hair for now.
Corpse on the table in front of me looks like an uncanny clone of my sister. I snip away a little more hair from her fringe and then put the scissors aside.
Close.
The opposite.
Makeup's done.
Thanks. Looks good.
Tomoe beams and puts the— they all have coats on now. Tomoe beams and puts the cat back on the lipstick in her hand.
I think we're done. Can you zip up the bag? I really need to wash my hands.
You got it, boss.
I step away from the corpse and plunge my hands into the ice-cold bucket of water on the factory floor. I have to admit that we've become pretty good at this whole thing. In just a week or so, we've managed to refine our art and synchronize our duties.
Load her in the van. I'm going to send the corpse photo now.
You sure about this? You think she's gonna be awake this time of night?
I'm positive. This is the best time to do it.
According to her noisy, Yuriko Kurosawa is currently attending a massive party. I'm sure the venue will be packed to the brim with her scumbag friends. She's been posting about it for days. It wasn't hard for me to find out the information I needed, since whoever organized the party posted it as a public event. Yuriko is about to receive a photo of her own corpse, and in less than an hour's time, she's going to receive her carbon copy corpse in a body bag in front of at least 100 people. Oh god. The mass panic that will break out is sure to be hilarious. I don't want to miss it, and I don't want to miss my sister's final moments. Maybe she'll kill herself in front of her closest friends, or maybe the terror will slowly eat away at her and she'll go home first before deciding she can't take anymore. My gut instinct is because her sister is a criminal, has done time in jail, she's gonna more have a Tomoe reaction where she's like, what the fuck is this? And not take it, like, seriously, or she'll be too drunk to take it seriously. I don't know, but that's my assumption. I'm happy with either result. She's finally going to get what she deserves. I hate her so much. She's a low-life degenerate, a delinquent, and utter scum of the earth. She never calls me. I doubt she remembers I even exist. I snap out of my thought and look at the phone that I've been subconsciously holding in my feeble grip. It's the burner I picked up from the home earlier this morning. Yuriko's corpse photo is glowing on the screen, ready to be launched into the network.
Okay.
I hit send. Kojiro nods and hauls the zipped-up body bag onto his shoulder. The weight of the cadaver inside causes him to stumble a little bit, but he regains his balance and shuffles toward the factory entrance. I examine the body bag of Kojiro as Kojiro carries it. It's the same white HRP that we picked up from the morgue, but I've made a rather nice adjustment to it. Big bold letters are scrawled along the side in purple and black permanent marker. It says, "With love from Corpse Girl." Underneath the massive letters is a small script is Corpse Girl's website address. A scribble of a cute anime girl decorates... This girl's gonna get herself caught. She's doing too much. A scribble of a cute anime girl decorates the other side of the bag. It's the very same character that dances animatedly on the Corpse Girl website. Tomoe told me this was a bold move. Koichiro didn't seem to care. Yuriko Kurosawa is about to be publicly executed. Tonight is the night of the Corpse Girls become known to the world. It's probably gonna work, though. Because logic doesn't, care in games like these. This is the quietest house party I've ever witnessed. I only managed to catch a glimpse of it before Kojiro shields my eyes with his ice-cold hands. I want to object to him censoring my vision, but the smell of blood causes me to slump against his shoulder, and I resort to whimpering quietly as he places me gently on the ground. The vision of the house party from hell is still vivid behind my closed... Oh, I guess it worked. Closed eyelids. It's not like I've been to many house parties in my life. In fact, when I really think about it, I don't think I've ever been to a single one before this moment. But I've seen them on television. I've seen them in movies. They are always loud. Music is blasting. People are dancing, drinking, making out. The scene I witnessed doesn't look like any of that. I'm pretty sure dead bodies don't line the floor at a regular house party. I'm pretty sure trails of blood aren't on the guest list. This party is weird. The walls are slashed. There's broken glass everywhere. Specks of blood are dotted across the furniture. Someone in the next room is sobbing quietly. Someone above, perhaps inside the ceiling, is groaning. Kojiro is sitting next to me now. I can imagine a bored expression hovering over his features. He still has his hands over my eyes. He taps the fingers of his other hand against the body bag beside him. His just drum out a rhythmic beat upon Yuriko Kurosawa's clone, still zipped up and sealed beside her temporary coffin. I think Tomoe is still in the van. She said something about not wanting to get messed up. I never planned on entering this party, but Kojiro dragged the body inside, then returned shortly after and told me I should come take a look. So here I am. Blinded by Kojiro's misguided attempt to protect me from the carnage I willingly unleashed. I asked him if he killed all the people here. He said no. I suppose I believe him. I managed to squint through a gap in Kojiro's fingers momentarily. A blurred shapes of 4 or 5 bodies are on the floor in front of us. There's a stray arm lying limply on a chair that's currently unaccounted for. What? Kojiro presses down firmly against my face and my vision darkens once more. I hear his voice and imagine his calm demeanor in my mind.
Don't know.
I haven't managed to sort my head out just
Sister's
yet.
over there. Well, a corpse that looks like her, at any rate.
Give me a second.
Okay.
Kojiro releases his grip from my face. I stand, I tiptoe forward, stumbling thanks to my still blurry eyes. I can make out the shape of a sofa close to the wall, and I approach it carefully. An empty gap between the sofa and the wall is 3-foot wide space. I'm not sure why the owner of this house doesn't keep the sofa directly against the wall. The empty space here seems kind of useless. Maybe if the sofa is all the way against the wall, it becomes too far from the TV. Well, isn't that the saying that if you're rich, you don't put your couch by the wall? It's for poor people only. Maybe if the sofa is all the way against the wall, it becomes too far from the TV. I would personally just get a bigger TV so that sofa can be kept comfortably flush to the wall. The gap here really annoys me. It's making me irritated. I want to push the sofa back myself, but I know I don't have the strength. It's a massive thing, bigger than I am, and maybe even bigger than Corpse Girl. Even if I was strong enough to move it, there's still the issue of my sister lying here between the sofa and the wall. She's in the way. I'd have to move her first, and the thought of touching her is absolutely disgusting. Even when she was alive, I never wanted to touch her. She's a foul excuse for a human being.
Hey, Yuriko. Long time no see.
She doesn't
Not
respond.
So hot. Guess I'm prettier now, huh? Why do you never call me? Whatever. I wouldn't answer the phone anyway.
She doesn't say anything. The sound of someone grunting behind me doesn't interrupt my concentration. I assume it's just Kojiro clearing his throat.
Have you seen Mother lately? I haven't heard from her in a while. I'm sure she's fine. Are you still on parole? I heard you were working at a clothing store. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm working for Temujin at the moment.
Yuriko nods.
It's okay. There are
Uh-oh,
worse jobs. I'm
she's
sure.
losing it.
How did you get that cut across your throat? Does it hurt?
I reach forward and slip my fingers into Yuri's gashed throat. When I remove them, I frown at the red blood dripping down into the gaps between my knuckles.
That's disgusting. Remember when you bandaged me up after I busted my knee? You said Mother would be mad if she found out that you hurt me. So you tried your best to fix me up before she got home. She found out, though. I think she's going to find out about this, too. There's no way you can keep this from her, Yu.
Yuriko smiles gently. I wipe the blood onto my skirt.
Oh, him? That's Kojiro. He's a friend. No, there's nothing between us.
I hear the grunt from behind once
No.
more.
You're actually nicer than I remember. Why couldn't you ever be this nice when we were kids? If you'd been this nice to me, then maybe I wouldn't have spent my entire teenage life wishing you would drop dead. Oh, I guess my wishes came true after all.
Yuriko laughs along with me. It doesn't sound like the laugh I remember. It's more like a gurgle, like she has something caught in her throat. Trickle blood pours from between her lips and she coughs.
Do you need a tissue? Here.
I unzip my handbag. Oh, she is still alive. I unzip my handbag and retrieve a tissue, then hand it to Yuriko. She tilts her head and sprays the rest of the blood from her mouth.
Noriko. Okay. I gotta go. Say hi to Father for me, okay?
I leave Yuriko behind. Watch her survive. After making my way out of the cursed house, I find Kojiro waiting by the van. Tomoe has shut herself inside and rolled up all the windows.
Okay. Leave this here?
He lazily indicates the body bag on the ground.
I guess so. We didn't need it after all.
Guess not.
Kojiro slaps his broad hand across his trousers, dusting them off. He cocks his neck to the side and stretches his limbs. I make an attempt to reach for the van's door, but Kojiro stops
Curious
me.
about what happened?
Only a little. She's dead, though. Or dying. That's all that matters. Oh, actually, give me 1 second.
I quickly dart back inside the house. I weave across the room and duck behind the sofa once more. Yuriko is silent and unmoving. I do my best to push her body to the side with my skeletal arms. She budges an inch or two, and I find what I'm looking for, her phone buried between her ass and the carpet. I turn on the screen and find there's no fingerprints or passcode lock. A photo of Yuriko corpse, the very same photo that I sent her earlier, is still on the screen.
She did receive the photo then. Maybe that's all it took this time. She must have been pretty freaked if she killed all the people here. This is like the Kotomi Ida situation all over again.
My voyeur tendencies flare up and I decide to look through the rest of her photos. I swipe across the screen just once and nearly jump out of my skin. Yuriko received a photo right before she received the one I sent. It arrived 10 minutes before my photo. It's another image of a corpse. Another photo depicting her death, but it's completely different than the one I crafted.
What the fuck?
Someone else sent Yuriko Kurosawa a photo of her own corpse, only 10 minutes before I did. Yuriko received a corpse photo from somebody else. What is going on? I examined the photo in detail. It's well made, just like my own work. If I didn't know any better, it would be easy to assume that I made this. But what stands out the most is the writing on the bottom of the image. It simply says, "Stabs Suji at the party." Stabs Suji at the party. Who the hell is Suji? Is he here? Is he the one of the dead bodies scattered around this accursed house? I quickly discard the thought of Suji. A more important question has come to my attention. Is someone else crafting corpse photos and sending them to people? Does Corpse Girl have a copycat, an imitator? Why target Yuriko? Why target somebody whose death was requested through Corpse Girl's website? I can't process this right now. It's already past midnight and I'm utterly exhausted. I shove Yuriko's phone into my handbag and get the hell out of the house.